India is an adventurous paradise. You head out for a holiday, which quickly turns into a survival situation. A dream turns into a nightmare.
I'm thirsty, I'm tired, I'm hungry, and I'm lost.
Shelter, water, and food become a priority. A fire to keep you warm. But how? I'm Chandan Lahiri from OTA Survival School. I'll give you some tips and show you some tricks to use in a self-reliant situation. Do not think problems can only happen to other people. It can happen to you. Life in the wilderness is about conservation of energy. Almost anything that you do in the wilderness requires energy. Just plain walking, you're expending energy. Building your shelter, building your fire, collecting firewood, finding a water source, purifying that water, everything requires energy. And what you need to remember is to ration your sweat, ration your energy. Don't go about expending energy if you can afford to conserve it. Let's look at water. Water is essential. Without water, you can be dead in about 3 hours. So you need to find water, you need to keep rehydrating yourself, particularly in the desert, in a hot condition like this, where the sun is so strong that it sucks out all the fluids from your body. And this is green grass that I'm sitting on. It's still hot, but it's green. So there's a certain amount of moisture on the surface of the soil. But if it was sand, I would be attacked from both sides, the sun as well as the sand. And the hotter it is, the more water you need. You need to be careful how to find water, where to find water, and how much energy you're expending in finding that water. And when you find yourself in the desert, in a place like this, with soil that is as parched and as dry as this, you know that finding water is going to be so much more difficult, so much more time consuming, so much more energy sapping. This is not a good sign. You need to conserve your energy, and the equation that you need to draw is do not spend more energy than can be replenished by the water that you find. In dry, hot weather, when you're doing aggressive exercise, like digging for water maybe, you could be losing 1.5 to 2 liters of water every hour. You might find water at the end of that digging and all that work, but the amount of water that you find could be less than a liter, which means to find that 1 liter of water or less, you spent 2 liters of water. So had you just sat down and not exercised and gone through all that effort, your body would have more fluid. So always remember, water found should always be more than water spent. Water spent from your body due to the heat, the exhaustion, the exertion. Ensure that the amount of work that you're doing to find water, you'll be able to find more water than you'll spend trying to find that water. Water spent should be less than water found. And remember, you will need to find water. You will run out of water. There's only so much water that you can carry. And in the process of finding water, do not dehydrate yourself even more. And dehydration can kill you. And it can happen to you. Learn to adapt, improvise, innovate, and overcome. To learn more tips and tricks, visit this site. I'm Chandan Lahiri, and I hope to see you soon at the OTA Survival School. Leave nothing but footprints. Bring back nothing but memories.